Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This for the week of May 16th through the 22nd, and I'm using the Colors of the Wind kit, which I've had this one in my storage for a while because I was doing that whole like Disney year that I was planning on doing but never ended up doing for the year of 2021, and I've had this one in here and I was like, I want to use this so bad. So we're using it during the spring purely just because, again, I just really wanted to use it, and it turned out so pretty. I love it. So I did pull in some Planet Hannah overlays. They are the Colors of the Wind what are they called? Overlays, or quote overlays, sorry. I literally just said the word overlays and I instantly forgot it. But yeah, they're quote overlays. I did bring those in like a rose gold or like the pink color that's similar to Scribble Prince Co.'s rose gold. And then I did use silver foil for all of the scripts, and then also the bottom washi as well, which I thought this bottom washi matched pretty well, but then once I put it down, it didn't match as much as I thought it did. So it's a little out there, but I still, again, really like the way that it turned out. And I'm obsessed with the girl, the one who like is like after Pocahontas. I'm just obsessed with her, and she is so pretty, and this kit is gorgeous. And I wish that I could use more of their kits, but we're not going to get into that part of this. I did also forget to put my camera on manual focus, so it is focusing in and out as I'm doing this, so I apologize for that, but that was just my bad. I forgot. But anyway, long time no talk, kind of. I was sick, y'all, for 2 weeks. You guys heard that in my last plan with me that I had uploaded, like I was sick, and then I literally felt good for like 2 days and then got sick again. So love that for me. That's what's been happening. I even had said in that video, I was like, oh yeah, I got all the stickers pulled for all of these different types of videos and Plan With Me, so I just have to plan them out. And yeah, here we are 2 weeks later, and I was dying for a decent amount of time. So thankfully I am feeling a lot better. Also, you're gonna see me finagle this sidebar a little weird because I didn't have an extra box, so I used the double box, but I didn't want to do like a whole extender situation, so you guys are gonna see me finagle this sidebar pretty weird, and it's gonna look a little weird, but I still like the way it turned out. But yes, so that was what's happening. I, like I said, feel a lot better now. I'm still a little tired, but it definitely took me a while to finally recover from this cold. Like, all my coworkers were like, you're still sick, and I'm like, yes. I called out for part of it because I was dying, and just yeah, so we are feeling better. So thank you for those who did comment and said, I hope that you feel better, because I do now. And it's just nice to actually be able to do things. Like, my room was a catastrophe. It was riddled with so much just like clothes everywhere, just random clutter that needed to be cleaned, and I didn't have the energy to clean it. I was so exhausted. Part of it also, I had to work on orders too for my shop, and they went out like, they didn't go out late. They weren't past the time frame that it needed to go out, but they were definitely on the later end of my processing time, and I felt so bad. I was like, I'm sorry. And that was purely just because I was literally sick for 2 weeks. So yeah, that was my life for the last 2 weeks. I don't really have much else happening. Most of it was purely just me lying in bed. I watched a lot of Once Upon a Time. And what else did I watch? I watched a couple movies. I finally watched Thor: Love and Thunder. Didn't like it, which makes me sad, but that's just me personally. I know a lot of people like it because of the humor, but there was just something about it that I was like, no, she doesn't sit right with me. I didn't really like it. But yeah, it's been a lot of time just sitting there and doing nothing, which I guess was a nice break, but also partially dying on top of it. But it's all good. We finally cleaned my room, and I finally got my life a little bit together. Just a little bit, that's all. But yeah, so that is kind of everything that's been happening with me. I'm gonna, obviously, I think I'm filling out the sidebar, and then I think I go into the day by day. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty positive that's correct. I've also filmed now to Plan With Me, so I have this one and I have another one going up, and then okay, car outside my window every time. I have the two Plan With Me's, and then I also have a fantasy wax melts haul that I've had for a while that I filmed. Like, honestly, I think it was like a month ago when I filmed it, so I'm gonna upload that one too, which it's gonna be a little out of date, but I'm still gonna upload it. So yeah, look forward to a bunch of videos coming. Anyway, let's move on to the actual day by day. So first thing on Monday, I did get, how many times did I get Starbucks this week? Oh, only twice. Okay. I got Starbucks. So I used a paper milk coffee cup and a Starbucks run script from, I think that's from Scribble Prints Co. to mark Starbucks. And then I did want to mark the Marvel Pride merch that we got at Disney. I loved it. I ended up buying did I buy a sweatshirt? I think I bought a sweatshirt and a hat, just because I loved it. I love the line. So I used a little pride emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that. And then this was actually finally the day that my dad went back to work after he had COVID at the beginning of the year. It took him almost 4 months for him to recover, 5 months. And yeah, he finally went back to work on this day, which was exciting, but also a little like nerve-wracking for all of us. So I used a little like father-daughter sticker that matched this kit to mark that. And then I did mark that I was in my feelings on this day. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because my dad was going back to work or if it's just something about me was just like, I'm in my feelings. But I marked that I was in my feelings, and I did use like a lavender hollow sticker. I thought that that would match, and I just had it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to use it. And I used an emoji to mark that as well. And then I did order supplies for my shop, so I used a order supply script from Nicolexia Designs and just an icon from Scribble Prints Co. And part of the reason why I was probably in my feelings, or I was in my feelings and then was like, you know what, I'm gonna cry today. I decided to watch Age of Adeline, which makes me cry every single time. Can't tell you why, but it does. So I did watch that, and I used I think she's a Stick with the Plan Co. little girl to mark that. That is it for Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, I did Sleep In, so I used a Munchkin and a Sleep In script from Scribble Prints Co. Also, can I say really quickly, it's so much easier to plan with white space and not having to put down like labels for everything. I get a little stressed out when I have to put down labels. The Plan With Me that I planned after this has labels for everything because I use underlays, and I'm like, I'm stressed. Like, that's a lot. So I don't know how y'all do it for every single spread. I don't know, but I give you guys props. But anyway, I slept in, and then I did have a YouTube binge, so I used a YouTube Munchkin and a YouTube binge script that is from my shop. And then I did print invoices and work on orders, so I used a little paper milk printer to mark printing the invoices, and then I did cut and foil things. So the foil sticker is from Papershire, and the cut and foil, the foil I think is from Nicolexia Designs, and the cut I believe is from Kinsey's Creations, whose shop is no longer open, but I'm pretty positive that's where I got that one from. And then after that, I did mark that I set up air tags, which I think I mentioned in my last Plan With Me that I bought them. We did get air tags for our dogs just so we can put them on their collars, just in case anything ever happened and we needed to try to track them. So I used a little paw icon to mark that. And then I did mark that I redeemed some of my Wells Fargo rewards. I don't know what I redeemed because this was back in May, but I did redeem something apparently, so I just used a little $ icon to mark that. And then I did laundry on this day, so I used a Munchkin and a laundry script again from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that. Moving on to Wednesday. Filming Lindsay's a little bit slower because she has to write everything in. There we go. Moving on to Wednesday. So first thing I did go through and organize all of my scripts, which I need to go through and organize again because they're a mess, and I have so many new scripts that aren't in there because I alphabetized them. And if I put in new scripts in there, I have to redo all of it, and it's a lot. So I really need to go through and organize them again. But excuse me. I just used a little Teeny and Friend Girl, and then a organized stickers script is from my shop in the pink color because it matched the best. And then I did have to update our Blink plan. So instead of the Ring, we have Blink, which is the Amazon like version of like the cameras and stuff. And we were on a free trial for a long time, and then the free trial finally ended, so then we had to update it. So now I pay monthly for it, but I had to go through and update that. So I used a little camera icon to mark that, and then I did call my dad on this day. Don't know what I called him for. maybe just to check in because, again, first week back at work, but I called him. So I used a Munchkin on the phone to mark that. Moving down to the second half of the day, I did work on customs. So I used a Fox and Cactus girl on a computer and then a work script that is from Scribble Prints Co. I have so many work scripts because I don't actually work or like mark my work during the week. Oh my God, I'm dying. Sorry. I like swallow and then I start choking. But I don't actually work during the week, so I don't mark my work. So I want to use these scripts and I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. So I think I'm going to start marking like the Etsy shop stuff as work and do that, and then like start using work scripts and stuff like that because I just want to use them because I have so many of them. But yeah, so I did work on customs and then I did cut stickers. So I used a paper shire little cutting machine and a cut sticker script from Nicole Alexia Designs, and then I packaged orders as well, which the script is also from Nicole Alexia Designs, and the little girl is also from Paper Shire. So that is from, oh my goodness, that is it for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday. So first thing first, Thursday is always my payday, and then it was one of my friend's birthdays, so I did mark her birthday with a set of balloons from Scribble Prints Co. and then a little Wonton in a Million little steamy sticker to mark it. I am going to be really sad when I run out of these balloons because I really like marking the balloons and then like a character sticker on top because I just think it's a cute like layered look, and I have a bunch of old Scribble Prints Co. balloons and I'm going to be really sad when I run out of them. But yeah, so it was her birthday, and then I did mark that we went to Dunkin', so I used a Paper Shire cup and a Dunkin' script that is from my shop. At the bottom half of Thursday, I marked that I was really tired, which no surprise there. I am literally marked this like every single week because I am literally exhausted every single week. But I used a Munchkin, and then the So Tired script is a custom. And then I did get crumble. I believe I got crumble after work. Yeah, it wasn't the week of mids. I had a lot of mids this week though. So I did use a cookie that is from Paper and Milk, and then the crumble script is from Plana Hannah. And then I did fold my clothes from the laundry I did earlier in the week, so I used a Coffee Monsters co-emoji, and the fold clothes script is from Carly Plans. And I watched The Cleaning Lady again. I think I talked about this in my last Plan With Me. Did I? Hold on, now I'm curious. Did I talk about The Cleaning Lady in the last one? Yes, I did. Okay, so go check out the my last spread if you want to know what The Cleaning Lady is, but it's a great show, and season 2 currently is on, or is releasing. I haven't seen season 2 yet, but it's a really good show, so I used a Munchkin to mark watching that. Moving on to Friday, I marked that I was tired AF, so I used a tired AF script that is from my shop, and then a Paper Shire little sleepy vanilla to mark that. And then I did get Starbucks again, so I used a Paper and Milk coffee cup again, and then a Starbucks run script is from Scribble Prints Co. And then I had to drop off orders at the post office, so I used a Wonton in a Million little mailman sticker to mark that. I really need to get post office scripts because the amount of times that I've marked the post office and I ran out of the post office scripts from Nicole Alexia Designs, I really need to just make my own because I write it in so frequently. So one of these days I will make my own for that. And then I did watch The Cleaning Lady again. Did I have a mid on this day? I did. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make sense. I must have watched it after work, but I watched The Cleaning Lady again, so I used one of these old like Scribble Prints Co. character stickers to mark that. And then I did a face mask on this day, which I kind of messed up this sticker. I had to move it, and then I pulled up some of the foils. So the face mask script is from my shop, but I definitely pulled up like some of the foils somehow. Like you can see me just right there. I'm like, oh man. So I did end up getting a new script out to replace it just because that was me personally. I like rubbed too hard on it and I just messed it up. But yeah, that face mask script is from my shop, and then the character sticker is a Wonton in a Million sticker. And then I did place an Amazon order, so I used a Scribble Prints Co. Icon for that, and then the Amazon order script is also from my shop. So that is it for Friday. Filming Lindsay still needs to fill in The Cleaning Lady though, so she's getting there. She had to get the new script. It's fine. But yeah, that is it for Friday. I'll just move on to Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday, I did put down the weekend banner as always. Also, I still can't get over last week's spread where I didn't know that the foil part of it literally goes into the white part of the weekend banners. I never knew that, and it blows my mind. Also, I don't know why I couldn't, or like my comments were disabled on that plan with me. I tried to fix it and then just kept saying it was disabled, so I apologize for that. I don't know why you guys couldn't comment on it, but hopefully this one you guys can comment on. But yeah, I never knew that weekend banner you can put foil in the middle of it, and I don't know how I never knew that, but here we are. Anyway, moving on to Saturday, I did get Dunkin', so I used another paper milk coffee cup. Oh, I got to Starbucks 3 times this week. I used so many of these coffee cups this week, though. And then the Dunkin' script, again, is from my shop. And then I did have to get gas on this day, so I used an icon, and the script is from Kinsey's Creations. And I was having a day on this day, I'll be honest. I was feeling real lonely and not entirely sure what triggered the loneliness, but we were feeling lonely. So I used a Sai Maru from Paper Milk to mark that I was feeling lonely. I did end up updating my resume on this day. Don't know why, don't know what I was updating it for. There's probably some type of position that was up that I was considering applying for and then never did. But I updated my resume, so I used an icon to mark that, and then I just marked that I had a bad day. So I put down some washi and then used a bad day little munchkin to mark it, and then I marked that I was also in my feelings. Like, I was really apparently having a rough time. Actually, it kind of makes sense because also Sunday I was having a rough time. We were all just having multiple rough times, so it's fine. Sorry, my phone's going off. But yeah, that is it for Saturday. Moving on to Sunday, I used another coffee cup and a Starbucks run script, again from Kinsey's Creations, who you can't purchase from anymore. I'll eventually get through all of her scripts, but for now I'm just using them all up. And then I did have another YouTube binge, so I just used a little teeny and friend girl to mark that, and a YouTube binge script from my shop. And then I did have a check-in or meeting with one of my managers, one of the higher up managers, and it was rough. I'll admit, it wasn't like a bad thing where like it was my performance or anything like that. It was just personal stuff, and it was rough. So we're just gonna stick with that. She was rough, and it is partially why the rest of my day was kind of crappy. But I used a stick with the Plan Co girl to mark that, and then I did mark that I was emotionally unwell, and I used a munchkin and a script from Carly Plans. And then I did use some munchkins to mark that I did just talk with friends, because they do make things better. So I used them to mark talking with them. I did look into EAP, which is a like it's a thing that we can utilize at work to like see if we needed to reach out, talk to a therapist, see if we needed to reach out and talk to anyone, like they can help you for different things. So I did look into that. And then I marked that I was just evaluating my life, because like I said, your girl was struggling real hard. She's still struggling a little bit, but not as much. But it was this Sunday was just rough. It was real rough. So I used a little munchkin with like a healing heart to mark evaluating my life, because I literally I had a lot going on at that time frame. So that was it for this spread. We kind of ended on a sad note, but it is what it is. I, again, just love how this turned out. Shush, phone, be quiet. I love how it turned out. I think it turned out so pretty, and it's just one of those spreads where like you can go back on and be like, oh, the colors of this, they're gorgeous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I am going to flip through everything that is left in the kit. I used a decent amount of it. Obviously there's still some labels and stuff that I didn't use because I'm not using underlays, but I used a decent amount. Obviously most of the glitter headers and all the full boxes and everything, but yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit of a wiggle. I don't think you can see it very well because just the way that my lighting is. I try, and I feel like unless it's hollow, she doesn't reflect very well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and stay tuned for next week's plan with me, or the next plan with me, because she'll be coming very soon. And leave me some kind of comment down below, and I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye guys.